I built this electric guitar almost 14 years ago. As with most of my projects, it started off with a sudden and strong impulse and absolutely no experience. It definitely wasn't easy, and I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I bought plans for this Iceman guitar body, and I ended up buying a through body neck to serve as the core for this build. For the body, just because I liked the look of it, I chose purpleheart wood. Now, it's good for looks, but it's not necessarily the best wood for keeping your tools sharp or for the overall weight of the build. This part right here was a bit of a mistake on my part. You can see how the bridge is recessed in the body. This was because my neck didn't have any angle on it compared to the body, and by the time I had glued everything together and I went to install this 2-pneumatic roller bridge, the strings were going to be way too high above the fretboard to play it properly. So for that reason, I had to end up cutting this groove in the body here with the router, and then trying to smooth it out and sculpt it to the best of my abilities. And I'm not super happy with how it turned out, but it does work and the strings are in a great position. I also decided to build this with a dual humbucker setup, and each one of them has its own volume knob here stacked. This one is for the one closest to the neck, this one is for the bridge, and I also have tone knobs for each of the pickups, and I can turn those into single coil just by lifting this switch right here. So overall it's pretty flexible. Right here I have a 3-position switch. This allows me to select between the bridge or the neck pickup, or in the middle it mixes between both of them. Overall, the parts that I am not that happy about would be the transition between the oil on the neck and the color on the body. This color difference here I don't really like. The body has a nice shiny clear coat and the neck is coated with tung oil, I believe. And then these panels, I also don't think they look super great. They look very handmade and not done by a machine. So I'm not as satisfied with those as I could have been. And the other thing is, there's a few spots on the body where the wood just kind of fell apart when I was doing the routing on it. I think there was a knot or a piece of soft wood there, and I just lost a big chunk of it. So what I did was try to put some purpleheart dust and wood glue and patch it in there, but unfortunately that spot just ended up turning black. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the sound of this guitar. Most of the time I'm just using the bridge humbucker, and I've got the tone pot turned all the way high, so I don't roll off any of the low frequencies. But it sounds really good coming out of the orange Tiny Terror amp, just by itself without any pedals. Hope you enjoyed learning more about this build. I know it was a bit surface level, still not sure if I'm going to go into any greater detail for any of these projects, but let me know if you have any questions.